banging on a big drum.
Banging on a little drum.
Big drum. Little drum.
I got a huge drum.
Drumming very softly.
Drumming very loudly. Drumming very slowly.
Drumming very fast.
Lorna's a great drummer, and the drum she's playing is a huge drum. A fine drum. A magnificent drum. Rather like the drum in this story. This is Osebo, the leopard. He made a drum, but he didn't want anybody else to have a go on it. The story's called The Leopard's Drum. Osebo the leopard was fierce, proud, and boastful. He made a huge drum and played it every day. Animals came from near and far to see it. It was a magnificent drum, the best they had ever seen. They all wished it belonged to them. Even Niame, the sky god, wanted it. But Osebo said, no.
Animals of the forest, whoever brings me that drum will get a big reward.
And Niame disappeared. Next day, Onini the python went to get the drum.
Looking for me, Onini?
Oh, no, Osebo. Just looking at your fine drum, your huge drum, your magnificent drum. Good day, Osebo. Next day, Esono, the elephant, went to get the drum.
Looking for me, Esono?
Oh, no, Osebo, just admiring your fine drum, your huge drum, your magnificent drum, Osebo. Goodbye, Osebo.
The next day, something strange moved slowly through the forest. The animals were puzzled. Some were frightened. What is it? They whispered. Whoever can it be? It was Azraboa, the monkey, going to get the drum. He hoped Osebo wouldn't see him behind the mask.
Looking for me, Azraboa?
No, Osebo. Just looking for fine, huge, magnificent.
Last of all, Achicherry, the tortoise, went to get Osebo's drum.
You haven't got a chance.
The other animals said.
Not a titchy little, weedy little creature like you.
It was true. The tortoise was very small, and in those days, her shell was quite soft. She had to watch out that careless animals didn't squash her flat.
Well, I'm going to try anyway,
she said.
Looking for me, Achicherry? Cherry?
Not really, Sabo. I was just looking at this drum.
Don't you think it's a fine, huge, magnificent drum, Cherry?
Well, it's all right, I suppose, for a middle-sized kind of drum, Sabo.
Middle-sized? You ridiculous creature. Don't you know this is the biggest, the best drum in the forest?
Well,
said Cherry.
I've heard that Niyame's got a bigger drum.
What?
Said Sabo.
Oh, yes. It's so big he can climb right inside it, and not one bit of him sticks out.
Well, I can climb right inside mine.
Said Sabo.
Just watch.
Sabo began to squeeze himself into the drum.
Am I inside, Cherry?
No, not nearly, Sabo.
Now, Cherry?
No, not quite, Sabo.
Now, Cherry.
Yes, Sabo. Now you're inside, but you can't get out.
And Cherry sealed the drum with a large cooking pot.
Now I'm going to take you to the Sky God.
Slowly, Cherry pushed the enormous drum with the heavy leopard inside it all the way to Niame.
Here is Sabo's drum, Niame. And Sabo is inside.
Well done,
said Niame.
No one else could get the drum. And you have taught that boastful leopard a lesson. Let him go now and decide what you would like as your reward.
Cherry looked round. All the other animals were looking jealous and cross. She thought for a moment.
Please, Niame.
She said.
Most of all, I would like a hard shell to protect me from fierce animals.
Niame laughed.
Ho, 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 ho.
And gave her a tough, hard shell. And Cherry, the tortoise, still wears it today.
So, although Cherry was the smallest of the animals, she was also the bravest and the cleverest. Do you remember all the animals who went to try and get the drum? The first one to try was the snake. Let's make some sounds like a snake. Hissing and slithering. The next animal who went to get the drum was
The elephant.
What kind of sound would a big, heavy elephant make?
Trumpeting through the forest.
The third animal who went to get the drum was the monkey. He was very nervous and chattery. He might sound like this. And the last animal who went to get the drum was the tortoise. She was very small and very slow. So we'll make small slow sounds for her.
Here's another tortoise. Look at the first letter of tortoise. Here's how you write it. Tortoise. It's tea time. And here's a teapot. It starts with the same letter. Teapot. Something to play in a band. It's a tambourine. Watch how you write the first letter. The first letter of tambourine. And here's something else to watch. It's a television. Let's write that first letter again. Television.
You don't have to have a drum or a musical instrument to make sounds. I know a song about making sounds. Is everybody happy?
Yes!
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet.
If you're happy and you know it, sing like this. If you're happy and you know it, sing like this. La. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, sing like this. La.
If you're happy and you know it, bang a drum. If you're happy and you know it, bang the drum. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, bang a drum.
Remember the leopard's drum that all the animals wanted to get? Well, why don't you tell the story yourselves? You could make sounds for all the different animals in the story. Bye-bye.